This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
I witnessed something at the airport yesterday that I will never, ever forget.
What was it?
I apology. I'm going to set this up by saying that you are about to hear a minute's worth of audio of a guy on his... So he's on his laptop whip. I was sitting, I reckon, 5 metres away from him. I had to move, and I was so stunned by what was going on that I then went back and I put my phone sort of near him to record this. I wasn't going to get any video because it was...
No, you can't do that.
So while he was working on his laptop...
Wasn't chat roulette, was it?
He was sneezing, right?
Yeah.
And he was sniffing, and it was horrific. He was blowing his nose into his hand, and he was still typing on his laptop. Now, I want to hear from anyone out there, 13 24 10. Have you got a weird sneezing habit? Remember, a good mate of mine, Harry, Harry has, when he eats too fast, he sneezes consecutively for about 20 sneezes.
That is quite bizarre.
So, you know, sometimes when you eat too fast and you get a bit of indigestion, he sneezes. It brings on the sneeze.
I have the similar one that your little man Huey has. Or is it Lenny who goes outside and looks at the sun and starts sneezing? That happens to me. And then because I love having beautiful fresh breath, quite often I'll have a mint and Eclipse mint, and that will make me sneeze. So I'm quite a strong sneezer around the office.
All right, so listen. You can actually. I think the guy was quite crook, but he had to do something. He had his AirPods in, right? So everyone was looking at this guy, going, "Oh my God, this is disgusting! What he is doing. This is 1 minute of audio. Me 5 meters away from this guy."
Is this edited?
No.
Oh, no.
And then you hear him start sniffing here. And then he groans.
Oh, no. Is everyone moving away from him?
Oh, it was unbelievable. He couldn't hear. He was so enthralled with his computer.
Oh, my God.
And it just kept going and going.
Yuck.
And I just thought, mate, and he was blowing his nose into his hand, wiping it on his pants, and he kept typing. So he had to get this work assignment done very quickly.
That is disgusting.
Luke, what have you got for us?
Yeah, first of all, the sun always sets me off. Anytime I look up at the sun,
Yep, I'm with you, Luke.
Sneezing straight away, and it's either always 3 or 5, nothing in between.
Really? 3 or 5? Okay.
That's unbelievable. Jess, you've got one at the moment as well, which you're yelling out a word, you say.
Yeah, I can't really say the word. It's only happened in the last 3 months, and I'm honestly not putting it on. My wife thinks I'm doing it as a joke. Every time I sneeze, I yell out the B word really, really loudly.
really?
It rhymes with Twitch?
Yes, like, Twitch!
Okay.
Like that, I honestly
Why do you
can't
put a word
help
into
it.
your sneeze?
I don't know, it's the way it's coming out of my mouth.
If you have to tell your wife something, you just speak normally to her.
Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.